How are you? I want to welcome my friends internationally and locally so that together we can listen to this health podcast. I'm actually recording this at 11:46 East African time, precisely the capital city of Kenya. I want to challenge my new friends internationally, not the ones that have subscribed, because I know you. Please don't. Those who are new, I want to challenge you to write below this video the capital city of Kenya. We can also learn a bit of geography, so that next time you want to travel to Kenya or you want to respond to issues about the capital city of Kenya, you can be able to say like, look, I know the capital city of Kenya. Something caught my attention. I think it was in the month of June. Actually, I've been sitting on this information for some time now. It is because I misplaced that paper. It appeared in one of the daily newspapers in Kenya, and it caught my attention, and I want to bring it to your attention too. Please, my new friends, I want to welcome you to subscribe and then comment and then share, because that way we are disseminating this health information to so many people, and of course we are growing our channel, and it is benefiting me, by the way. All right, because without you I cannot be able to do this channel, and I'm just using my little knowledge and experience I have in the medical field so that I can be able to share this valuable health information in our quest to push back the tide of disease in our world, and of course to take charge of our own health, because health is true wealth. Now, the medical researchers in Mexico have discovered contents of plastics in the human testicles. Okay, so now this creates the basis of our analysis and of our discussion this day. So how does plastic get access into the human body? Now, according to that research, and I'm going to show it, I'm going to have that so that you can be able to Google that newspaper and you can read the research in details. I'm going to put it there as a clip. Okay, so how does plastic get access into our human body? And so this is what I want to address. Number one, we have a lot of contamination of plastics in the environment right away now, especially in cities, in industries that manufacture plastic related goods. You find that there is contaminations, there is pollution of the air. That is one, and so it's very easy for us to be able to inhale the contaminants of plastics into the system, and as a result they can have their way into our system, and in one way or the other they can get to the testicles. Another way is by contamination in the seas. All right, so when somehow the contaminants of plastics get their way into the seas, and the fishes and the crabs can also feed or can get contaminated, and as a result, as we human beings, some of us who take fish, who take seafood, and in the process of digesting this, we can get the contaminants or plastics into the system, which can get back, they can get access into our bodies, and they can infect, or rather be deposited in many parts of our body. I can bear you witness that as a medical practitioner, I've discovered that so many male nowadays, the fertility levels are going down. Young people as young as 25 years of age, male, they are having fertility health issues in their reproductive system. For instance, their libido could be going down, and then they could be developing erectile dysfunction, a problem that is normally associated with men as we get older, something like 50, 55, 60, something like that. In the ancient times, this was not very common among the male population, and this could be one of the reasons why the reproductive health issues are coming in. And of course, these particles, they create inflammation in the body, and the spermatozoa or the gametes, the male gametes, are part of the cells of the body, and therefore they're susceptible to this kind of contamination, this kind of inflammation, and of course the condition thereof. Number 3, we can also get this through our foods. So many foods are packaged in plastic containers, and we may not be able to avoid this, but at home where you can be able to manage your own issues, kindly just avoid plastics. And if you must have them, like in water, please don't put hot beverages, hot water, or hot food in plastic containers. The reason is because you raise the temperature and the plastic can melt, and as a result, as you're eating, your food is contaminated with plastic, and as a result it gets or gains access into our system, and of course you know what that can do to our health. Okay, of course, whatever that gets into our system that is not needed hampers our health, and as a result even our lifespan can be cut short when you are supposed to live a fulfilling, a satisfying kind of healthy lifestyle. So what can we do? Number 1, as you can see, the seafood is contaminated. Nowadays, even cows, even goats, they are feeding on plastics in towns. You find their food has been contaminated, and so it's also easy for these contaminants to get access into the food. And as we subsist on the animal flesh, like fish, like beef, like chicken, like pig, we get this into the system and they affect us. So one way is to do away with an animal diet, an animal product diet, and embrace a food plant-based diet. Okay, avoid to use hot beverages, and I said hot foods or even water in plastic containers. Those and many more are very simple measures that we can take to ensure that we are mitigating the effect of plastics, and of course the chances of them gaining access to our bodies, so that we can maintain good health. I hope this finds you good. I know my friends in the diaspora, some of you could be sleeping right away now, and it is my prayer that God gives you good health, and that you have a good night's sleep, and when you wake up tomorrow you can be able to follow up with our channel, listen to this podcast, and disseminate this information by sharing, by word of mouth. Even this podcast can be of good health, especially husbands, especially our ladies, or the wives who are married. You can talk this to your husbands, even to the male population of our society, so that they can take the necessary steps to reduce down the chances of them being contaminated, their bodies getting access to these contaminations from plastics, so that we can ensure that we are living a good health as much as possible. Good health is true wealth. Thank you.